Hi everyone, this is Kerri-Ann from Kerri-Ann's Cravings. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my Jamaican-style brown stew chicken using what I call the no marination method. Let's face it, we all lead busy lives and sometimes we're looking for a quick and easy way to get dinner on the table without compromising on taste and flavor. Now if this sounds good to you, stick around and let's get cooking. Before I get started, I wanted to give you a quick overview of all the ingredients I'm going to be using in today's recipe. Here I have my 4 chicken quarters that's been chopped up. I've removed the skin and also rinsed it in a solution of white vinegar and water. After which you'll rinse it in some cold water to remove the vinegar and drain it and pat your chicken completely dry. So now I'll set this aside until I'm ready for it. So next up is my custom season blend. Now this is a combination of aromatic seasoning, and I do have a tutorial of what's in it and how I make this on my YouTube that I will link in the video description for you. This will give your meats another layer of flavor. It's not restricted to chicken. You can put it on just about anything. Next, I'll have some chopped up scallion and thyme. Now, these two are one of the most popular items used in Caribbean cooking. I'm also going to be using some white onions and some fresh garlic. And of course, we're going to be adding some carrots. And I also have some chopped up mixed bell peppers. So I'm also adding some potatoes, which will also act as a thickening agent, so there will be no need for any cornstarch or flour. Also, to prevent my potatoes from getting black, I have it sitting in some cold water. This will slow down the oxidation process, so if you're prepping ahead of time, you definitely want to have it sitting in some water. I'm also going to be tossing in a few bay leaves. And of course, I'm going to be adding some garlic powder, some onion powder, some salt. So I'm also going to be using some smoked paprika for added flavor. You can use regular paprika as well. I'm also going to be using some black pepper, which you will add to taste. I'm also going to be crushing up some pimento seeds and add to my chicken. And here we have my all-purpose seasoning that I'm going to be using as well. So I'm also going to be working with some soy sauce and some browning. Now this is going to give our chicken that nice caramelized color that we're looking for. And here you have my 2 finishers, just plain tomato ketchup and some sweet chili sauce. Now, sweet chili sauce is not traditionally used in the brown stew chicken, but it gives such a nice flavor and it has become my favorite over the last few years. So give it a try and you won't regret it. And here we have our vegetable oil. The choice of oil is completely up to you. There are a few more items that's not on the table that I'm going to be using as well, which is some butter for flavor, some ginger, and my Scotch bonnet pepper. So now we're ready to get started. So let's cook. So to start, I'm preheating my vegetable oil in my Dutch pot. I'm going to allow this to heat up for 2 to 3 minutes to get it nice and hot. So while our oil is heating up, you want to go ahead and boil some water and set it aside because we're going to be using that later on in the cooking process. Now here's a little trick or hack to tell when your oil is ready. Go ahead and place a wooden spoon in the oil. And as soon as you start to see those little bubbles popping up just at the edge of the spoon, then you know that you're good to go. Now, since we didn't pre-season our meat prior to cooking, we're going to go ahead and infuse our oil with all those seasonings. That way it will penetrate our meat and add tons of flavor. Now we're going to add our onions. We're going to add our garlic. We're also adding our fresh thyme. We're going to follow that up with our scallion, my custom seasoned blend. I'm adding my all-purpose seasoning. I'm going in with my garlic powder. And I'm also adding my onion powder. I'm also adding my salt. You can add salt to taste. I'm also adding my paprika, which is going to give our chicken tons of flavor. I'm also adding some crushed pimento seeds. So now you want to give everything a stir to combine. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more oil because the mix is a little bit too dry in the pot. So I think we're using about 3 tablespoons of oil total. So I added my fresh ginger off camera. Brown ginger is fine. Now we want to go ahead and have this sweat down on medium-low heat for about 3 minutes. We want all our aromatics to release all that flavor so it can infuse our meat during the cooking process. This smells amazing. My kitchen smells so delicious right now. This is exactly what we want. So now we're ready to add our browning, and that's going to give our chicken that beautiful caramelized color that we're looking for because it is brown stew chicken. Now a word of caution with browning, you want to use it sparingly because too much will turn your pot bitter real fast. So now we're ready to add our meat. So go ahead and add your chicken to the pot. So now we want to coat all our pieces of chicken with our delicious infused oil because we want all that delicious flavor to penetrate our chicken as it softens and cooks. So now this looks perfect. So we're going to allow this to cook uncovered for 10 minutes on medium heat. So we're 5 minutes into cooking, and you can go ahead and check it and give it a nice stir just to make sure it's not sticking or burning, and allow this to continue cooking for another 5 minutes. So now we're at that 10-minute mark and everything looks good. This smells incredible. You want to go ahead and give it a stir, and once again make sure nothing is sticking or burning. So now I'm ready to add my potatoes, carrots, and mixed bell peppers, as well as my scotch bonnet pepper. Now, if you're looking for more intensity, go ahead and add slices of your scotch bonnet pepper to your chicken. Now I'm going to leave mine whole and allow it to float around in the pot because all I want to do is extract the flavoring from the skin of the pepper. Now don't worry about writing everything down. I'm going to take care of that for you by linking all the measurements and ingredients in the description box. Since you're still here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, as well as give this video a thumbs up. And we're going to add our hot water to bring up our liquid level so our potatoes and carrots can cook and our chicken can continue cooking. I'm also added my black pepper. Added my bay leaves. So now we're going to cover our pot and allow this to cook down for 15 to 20 minutes on medium-high heat until our cooked chicken has been cooked through. So now we're at that 15-minute mark and we're going to go ahead and check on our pot. So we're going to check to make sure our chicken is not sticking or burning to our pot. And at this point I have enough water in my pot to continue cooking my chicken, so I'm not going to add any more water at this point. So I'm going to add my soy sauce at this point, and I'm going in with my ketchup, and I'm also added my sweet chili sauce that we spoke about earlier. This is going to give it such a beautiful flavor, and of course some butter because butter makes it better. So you can add some more browning at this point if you want your chicken to be on the darker side, but I'm going to leave mine as is. So I'm going to check my potatoes for doneness, and as you can see it is completely cooked through, so that's good to go. And feel free to remove any woody bits of thyme that's still hanging around. We already extracted all the flavoring from our thyme, so we can definitely discard these. So now you want to give a taste test and adjust for salt or pepper or whatever else you think your pot is needed at this point. So now you want to go ahead and test your chicken for doneness. Oh, look how tender that is. Oh my God, it smells so good. That is so good, y'all. It's so delicious. It is so tender and it is so flavorful. So now we're going to reduce our heat to low and cover our pot and allow this to simmer down for 5 minutes. So now we're at that 5-minute mark, and oh my goodness, that smells so incredible. So we want to give everything a stir, and everything looks good. Our chicken is completely cooked through. Our gravy is nice and thick, which is exactly what we wanted. Just look at how rich and thick that gravy is. It smells incredible and it tastes so delicious. And that's it. Our stew chicken is done. I'm gonna have mine today with some boiled dumplings and some boiled green banana. Let me know in the comments how you'll have yours. And there you have it, my loves, a quick, easy, and delicious way to make brown stew chicken. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me today, and I hope you will give this recipe a try, as well as give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, I invite you to subscribe now and hit that notification bell. As always, one love and stay blessed, my friend.